Hi guys, welcome back. On this week's episode, we are going on another culinary expedition. Now, I've done a few videos of smoking fish in the past, but never have I ever smoked kingfish. So we're gonna try that today. I'm gonna use one of my standard recipes that I've used in the past for salmon and suckers. Pretty basic. I got a pretty old smoker, nothing fancy about it. Let's get smoking some fish. When smoking fish, the longest part is the prep work. Now for the fish, today we have about, I don't know, a good amount. A couple pounds for sure. 2 big bags. I've had this in the freezer for about the past month. So thawed it out slowly over the past couple days here. And so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna separate this all and we're gonna put it into, see if I have enough bowls here for this. And then we're gonna cover them in brine. So we got some pretty big pieces of fish here. What I'm gonna do is actually cut these into a little bit smaller sizes so we get more brine soaking in per piece. And that is going to be great. I actually forgot that one of those bags was actually Barracuda, so that's definitely something I've never tried before, smoked Barracuda. So there you have it, Barracuda and 2 bowls of Kingfish. So we're going to smoke that all together, all the same way. So I've cut these into small pieces, removed all the bloodlines and icky stuff from them. And we are on to the next step. So let's go make that brine. So for a brine, I do a dry brine. There's many fancy recipes you can use for brine out there. I've tried some of them, but I always seem to go back to the basic stuff. So just going to be using some brown sugar and some salt. Nothing fancy. I'll usually do about, maybe I'll put one of these 2 kilogram bags in for about a cup of salt, and you can vary that as you like. If you like it more salty or more sweet, that's completely up to you. And that's the fun part about this. No rules. So we're gonna need a fair amount of brine to cover this fish. So I'll probably start off with a cup of salt here. Like we're out of salt. Better go grab some. Now this is coarse salt I'm using right now, but regular salt works as well, just regular iodized salt. A little sticky. There's a good sized cup of salt in the bowl. Our brown sugar. Gonna need a bigger bowl. Alright guys, so we got our salt and sugar brine mixed up here. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to cover all these pieces nice and evenly. So I'll actually just lift this one out to start. Cover these, every single piece up real good. All right, so the brine is prepared. All the fish is covered all evenly. Some of it I had to layer because there's only so much room in a bowl. Sometimes it's a good idea to put them in like a shallower sort of bin or something if you have available, but mine is nowhere to be found, so this is what I got. And everything's covered up all nice. And we're gonna put that in the fridge and let that sit overnight. So we'll see you guys in the morning for the next step. All right guys, so we've let these soak for the night. What we're going to do now is we're just going to get some cold water, rinse these all off. I'm going to lay them out to dry on the table with some newspaper. Going to lightly rinse these off. Alright, so we have all our pieces laid out here. You can see they get a little bit smaller. What happens is that sugar and that salt mixture kind of dries them out a bit, and the edges feel almost like a little bit leathery kind of. So what you're going to want to do is dab these with paper towels to speed up the drying process as much as possible here. And we are going to let those sit until I figure most of the moisture is out of them. They're actually looking not too bad right now. They probably won't need too long to dry, but we're gonna let these sit out here for a while. I got my windows open, so a little natural breeze coming through here. You can also put a fan on here that works good as well. Just move a little extra air over them. But yeah, we're just gonna dab these down, and these should be ready for the smoker. Alright, so these dried out fairly quick. We got our smoker rack here. I just brought it inside. Gonna lay these all out, evenly spaced on the rack, and then we will be ready for action. Alright, on the rack, ready to go. For this recipe, we're using True North apple smoking wood bits. Got a pan of those packed tightly in there on the Big Chief Smokehouse. Made in Hood River, Oregon, USA. Alright, fish is going in. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for about an hour. Got our first pan of chips smoking in there, all nice. We'll come back and check on her. And there we have it, guys, out of the smoker. Nice, good texture. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is gonna be absolutely delicious. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for tuning in.